Okay. Didn't talk about it yesterday, but of course, local media can't stop talking about it. And that is something that took place at the Johnson County Republican Party event from Friday night. And if you haven't seen this story, basically what happened is there was an effigy of Joe Biden at the event. And for those asking, I was not a part of this event. I was not emceeing it. I was not involved. Ted Nugent was there. We talked to Maria Holliday, the Johnson County chairwoman, last week about this, or a couple of weeks ago, and had her on the show. So there's this effigy of Joe Biden, and there were people roundhouse kicking it and like punching it and hitting with a bat is what they were doing. And it just looked wildly sophomoric. Nothing like seeing a bunch of 65 to 70-year-olds try to roundhouse kick something when they haven't lifted their leg that high in 45 years. It really was kind of a embarrassing sight, to be honest, when I saw the video, but that's what it was.
Well, there are a few details. I'm not sure it makes it much better, but
yes.
It was a self-defense kiosk, I guess, outside exhibitor. It wasn't like exactly part of the program.
Correct.
But it should have been monitored, and it was inappropriate, I would say.
Let me get to that here.
Yeah.
So the county party put out a statement on this 15 hours ago. And here's what the party said. The party put out in a statement, the Johnson County Republican Party's successful series of events last weekend was tarnished by a brief incident where a mask depicting Joe Biden was added to an outside exhibitor's interactive self-defense display. The mask was regrettable and removed. No one collected or solicited any funds or donations in exchange for hitting the training device. So basically, it was a kiosk outside of the event. Someone put a Biden shirt on there and a Biden mask on there, and people were able to kick it and punch it and the whole thing. And it's dumb. It's sophomoric. Did leadership know it was going to happen? I don't know. But I do know this much, as someone who has emceed a lot of these events. The people in charge, and I'm not excusing it, I'm just simply pointing out the people in charge are oftentimes in the background, running around doing a million last-minute things, and they're not really out and about. They're not looking at any booths that may be open. Not saying they didn't see these, but I'm just saying how these things typically go for those who are in charge is they're running a million miles an hour, and they do not see every little thing happening around any event. I'm not defending this. I mean, if this was the idea of the booth person, I'm never letting that guy have a booth ever again at my event because he has very poor judgment and he's a child. And then, of course, the people who are like walking up to the Biden effigy and roundhouse kicking it. I mean, one guy looked like he was about to break his hip in the video I saw. It's like, dude, take it easy. I mean, take your stress out somewhere else. Like, go to the gym. You look like crap anyway.
I say there are other avenues, aren't there?
Yeah, please. There's a lot of ways for you to exercise. And, doing one roundhouse kick and a Biden effigy is not going to get you in shape. And it looked like you need it. So I'm not defending it. It's ridiculous. It's sophomoric. It's childish. It's all of those things wrapped in the one. And I understand, and I'm very sympathetic to those who are critical of it. But I will add this. For the Kansas City Star, the Kansas Democratic Party, who have all taken this holier-than-thou approach, I will give you this whole idea that, that shouldn't have happened. Like, it's ridiculous. Don't do that. Be better. Grow up. I'll give you that. I am not going to have the Star and the Kansas Democratic Party get all high and mighty on me right now, okay? You people can't even condemn an illegal immigrant who killed an American citizen 3 weeks ago, and you're more offended about whether or not we're calling that person an illegal immigrant than you are about the death of an American citizen. I am not going to have the people who are willy-nilly willing to let a 7-year-old chop his testicles off because he feels like he's a girl sit here and tell me, oh, my goodness, they're kicking a dummy with a Let's Go Brandon shirt on. I am not going to have people that support that, who advocate or accept that, say, we stand on our moral principles, and this stuff cannot happen here in Johnson County. Yeah. It's wrong. I wish it didn't happen. It makes the party look kind of silly and sophomoric and dumb. But for those individuals to be preaching about decorum, about, the high and mighty moral ground, spare me.
Touche. Madonna blowing up the White House. That was wrong, like this is wrong. Kathy Griffin holding a beheaded Trump effigy thing. That was wrong.
Yes.
Hanging outside, dang it, Kavanaugh's house, the Supreme Court judge, et cetera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are great examples right there. And if you're not going to sit here and, condemn every one of those, and by the way, I will with you. I'll give you.
Agreed.
I mean, those are completely out of control. And just like this shouldn't have happened. And, I'd like to think the people in power and in charge will make sure it doesn't happen again. But to take this broad brush and say, oh, we are the party of moral superiority, and this is the latest example why. Please, no. And as I just noted, I've got plenty of examples why, and the receipt list is too long to list. So I think everybody can learn a little something from this right now. That's where I'm at. 913-408-7957 as we approach 9 o'clock on KCMO Talk Radio. And, of course, stream us on the KCMO Talk Radio app.